Do I have anything else to bring up? Check the notes. La 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 la. I found linking issues. Yeah, cool. We caught it all. Cool. Glad. All right, let's jump into the fun segment. We got all the boring shit out of the way. Where's my tool? My little tool. There we go. my little thing that I press so I can make this move. All right, let's check out some community highlights, you guys. It's one of my favorite segments on the stream because it's not my favorite segment to like when I'm putting together the slides. It's like fun collecting everything for the slides, but actually making the slides is so tedious and boring. I need to make like a script or something that just like takes all the images that I've downloaded, just like puts it together in the slides. That would be nice. Anyways, yeah, so let's jump into community highlights. And I don't have speaker notes open, and I want that, so give me the speaker notes. And then, of course, it breaks the website, because why wouldn't it? Cool. All right. You have a wonderful voice. Well, look who's talking. Look who's talking. All right. So yeah, it's a shame Jace isn't here today. But as I said before, Jace is out kayaking today, so he's too busy today. All right, let's kick it off. Yes, that's true, Fritz. If you have a dedicated server running, then you can use both Epic and Steam accounts. All right, first up, we have from Alex 88FR. Sounds like a radio station now. Alex 88FR, where the skies are blue and the could have gone kayaking with him. Look, I don't like fun, okay? I'm not into that shit. All right, first up is from Alex88FR, like I just said in the radio voice. Made a huge tower with, is it the space elevator or is it a radar tower? I think it's a radar tower. My resolution was too tiny. So yeah, very, very cool. Alex has made like a bunch of really cool city factory kind of layouts. And whenever I see like white factories, I always think of Alex. So I feel like they've got like sole rights now for like white colored factories, I guess, or something. I don't know. No. Paper, don't. That's not what I said. Yeah, eggshell white or pearl white. I think this is more eggshell. No, this is pearl, right? This is more pearl. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, but it's like if you want to make like a really clean looking factory, you just like you go white on the walls. Let's just move on, okay? I can't, like, I feel like I can't get out of this segment, right? All right, but really nice. I'm digging the tower. I wonder if there's, like, factories all the way up there. So, yeah. Next up is from Boss Dragon, or Dragon. Boss Dragon. Could be French. Not that I would know. Wish Jace was here so he could tell me. But, yeah, I'm digging this picture a lot. They titled this Reddit post that it was like the night shift, which totally gives that vibe. So yeah, very nice. I'm digging this. I'm digging the garage at the bottom, and then like the walkways. I have a weak spot for like when people make clever use of walkways, and you can see like the screws going in. So very neat, very neat. The lights hit the performance. They do a little bit, yeah. We have kind of we've optimized lights to be performance. That's why, like, as you may or may not have noticed, they're a little bit limiting in how they function. And that's because of the performance issue that may happen. Most prominently, if you have many lights overlapping each other, that's when, during rendering that is, that's when like, we take the biggest hit. But we've made a bunch of like special optimization for the lights. By the way, if you're interested in this topic, we have a video on our YouTube channel with me and Ben, our tech artist, where we talk about this. So I was about to pull up that video, but I too busy with community highlights right now, so I'm not gonna do it. Just Google or just Google on YouTube Satisfactory lights, and I'm sure that that showcase will show up. Very interesting. So yeah, very nice. I'm digging the vibe from this. Next up is from Carnivale VC Coffee. And the tagline, I just stole this as well. It's just a nice looking house. Like that was like the title of this. It's just a house. And it is a very nice looking house. Not gonna lie, I'm digging this a lot. This is a very nice like hub kind of area. It even has the hub next to it, so very neat. This thing, by the way, I can't not see that and think about like Dead Space. The marker in Dead Space. Hopefully everything's peachy dory on the planet. But yeah, Jace would probably live here. This looks like a fancy ass, like, you know, modern house. Some rich entrepreneur such as Jace could potentially live there. Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it's very cool. Very concrete, very modern. Next up is from Catafly, and I don't even know if I needed to add the like little name tag for this one, because I'm pretty sure like people will figure it out. But Catafly has been making these kind of builds a lot recently, for a while actually, yeah, really cool. So it's a factory making screws. I'm pretty sure. I don't have confirmation on this, but this is just my gut. But I'm digging the like detail in this one, where like you can even read like fuel here. I'm pretty sure that's really lovely. So this is a really good build. I'm curious how this was made, like this segment specifically, and I like the use of the awesome things as like the little things that poke up. So yeah, this is insanely accurate with the screws, right? Yeah. So very nice. You can see some of the other builds, like here you can see the missile. Sorry, not a missile. It's not a missile. It's a fireworks factory going on in the background. That I guess it doesn't function anymore because we don't allow fireworks all year round. Only during New Year's. So yes, very nice, very cool, very clean. I'm digging this a lot. So good job. Sorry, I'm just trying to see if there's anything cool else in this picture that I missed. All right, next up is from DarkFluo. If you're ever lost, DarkFluo got you covered. See, there's an in-game map in the game. And when I say in-game map, I mean it's in the game. And it's a map. So here it is. Here's the map. Really digging this. We should use this as like a template for... Hold up. I just realized something. Did they... Wait. Hold the phone. Isn't there supposed to be like more here? This is like where the spiral coast is gonna be, right? Or am I high? No, wait. Yeah, this is here, right? They've already like removed that segment. Anyway, so this is really detailed. It's made from signs. Oh yeah, maybe they haven't explored those areas. That's true. That's what it might be. It leaked. Okay. Yeah, we leaked it like before update 4 or something like that. When did we put out that image? If you check our press kit, there's we have like roadmaps as to like what the map will look like leading up to 1.0. And one thing that Hannah's been working on is updating the spiral coasts, which is going to be that segment. Let me find that on the website. Satisfactory.com. Satisfactorygame.com. Too dreaded to look at that. So yeah. You should look at that map though, because apparently there's a pretty huge difference. There's a pretty big change coming to that part of the map. Let me see if I can find it here. What was this? This was update 4, 5. Plan map changes. Here we go. After update 5. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, so it is this area here. This area here is marked for huge change in the future. It's a category A change on the map. So expect, if you have factory, anything factory related here, oh boy. Either get it the hell out of there, or, you know, when we do the next map iteration, have fun dealing with that. Expect bum, exactly. That's the official stance. Will the resource nodes be moved? No, I don't think so. Let me actually get a confirmation of that. Because I had like a 70% secure. There we go. So the way that it's made is all the resource nodes aren't like loaded on the map. They're loaded separately. So when we're making map changes, we don't really affect the nodes that much. We're kind of working around them. And in the past, we've never moved any nodes. I think we've added maybe 1 or 2 nodes here and there. I think we've added like the ones you use with like the pressurizer well. But we've never like moved the nodes because for a couple of reasons actually. Because uranium node as well. I think we fixed that though. The uranium node disappeared during release, but we added it back again. So yeah, funny how many people don't know about that rework. It's been talked about since update 5. Yes, this is something that we talked about since update 5. The way that we do development with the world updates with the game is that we do them separately, like in terms of development teams, right? So the people are working on like the world branch, and people are working on like the regular development branch, because the world branch would block too much otherwise when they're working on stuff. And it's also awkward if we're working on an update and then we're like, all right, cool, we're gonna release the update now, and then the world branch like, wait, but we're not done here with this thing. Then they would kind of like block each other. So that's why we're doing it now. So instead, like when we're doing world updates, we're merging the dev branch into the world branch, and then we're pushing that out. And we did that. We did one of those merges for update 5 with the Northern Forest part of the game. And there's going to be more of those up until 1.0. So yeah. Anyway. What were we talking about? We're talking about maps. Man, today's stream has derailed so much. I am so sorry. It's because Jace is out kayaking. He needs to keep me under wraps. That's the problem. All right, next up is from FactoryGus, who's made a really cool. A couple of people have made like in the past like reworks of existing buildings. So this is the Van Nel factory in the Netherlands. I don't think this is in commission anymore, but it's like, yeah, it's a factory that was designated by the UNESCO World Heritage Site since 2014, and this is what it looks like in real life. So yeah, look at that. It's really like you can totally tell that it's the same building, right? At least I feel it. I mean, maybe the circle, the circular thing is like bigger in Satisfactory, but I think that's more a limitation of the fact that like you can't really make circular foundations unless they're like at least what 5 across or something like that. If you want them to like, I mean you can, but they won't look as good, I guess. Like the walls will like intersect or stuff like that. So so yeah, Van Nel factory in Rotterdam. Very cool, very good looking. Very like accurate too. We're gonna get to that more later, but like there's something with these like when people do these kind of things with the circular builds, digging that shit. Just putting that out there. That's the new meta. All right, very nice, very nicely done, FactoryGus. Curves is the word. Yeah, that's the word I was looking for. Next up is from hCalwes. So I think this is a pretty funny, funny submission or whatever. Because like the whole submission is mostly about this blue and yellow factory, but most people are commenting about the fucking Statue of Liberty here in the background. And I guess I did too with my little comment there. But so this is like a huge Caterium ore production chain. I wasn't 100% sure if this is just quick-wire, but I'm sure there's more things than just quick-wire here, because I believe they mentioned that they're using all the Caterium nodes for this. So yes, very cool, very efficient. There are more images on the Reddit post. Highly recommend checking that out. So yeah, but I'm just digging the Statue of Liberty in the background too, just chilling, just hanging out. So yeah, very nice, very nice. Next up is from jvstanyluca, who posted mostly like, this isn't a post specifically about something. They just like dropped a bunch of images from their save file. They've been playing for 300 hours. And they just like happened to make like a huge factory city kind of situation going. And I think this is super cool looking. It's impressive if this isn't like fully... God damn it, Jordan. It's impressive if this isn't like fully like thought out, because one thing that I've noticed when I've been making my factory buildings is that like, unless I'm planning from the start what I want to do with like the whole thing, it just turns into like random buildings all over the place. And it's really hard to like get a consistent like look of everything. And I think that they really managed to do it here. So I'm really impressed. So yeah, very nice. Very nice. Love when cities are built like this. Yeah, at least in Satisfactory, for sure, for sure. And the nice like this bunch of rail system going on here. There's also like some truck system happening here. A lot of cool stuff going on. It looks like a little bit like a work site here too, kind of. So I'm digging this a lot. I think this is really cool. Ow, my fucking back. Ugh. I don't know what I did. I've like, I don't know if I've been sitting weirdly or something, but like my back is just like not my friend right now. All right, next up is from MgsGenesis. So I love this build for various reasons. It's very detailed, first of all. But I think they also mentioned like on the post that like this doesn't really do anything. It's just like cosmetic. It's like you don't need to defend it. It's just cool looking. I love this. So yeah, I am curious what the gas prices are though, on the little sign. But it is premium fuel, so it must be quite expensive. Like to know, I like how it's next to the fart rocks. Yeah. It's like it's got both. It's got natural gases and it's got proper fuel, maybe. So yeah, very cool. Very nicely done, Genesis. And I love the details. I'm not sure if this is mod or not. I think this is vanilla, but like I'm curious how they made this pillar here. Cause that looks like one of the modded thingamajigs. Or maybe it's not. Maybe just save edited. I don't know. Rotated frame pillars. Wait, is it? Doesn't look like it. I'll defer to you guys. Pillars. Oh wait, are there like stacking pillars in a circle around? Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right. Cool. All right. You guys seem very sure of this, so I'll take your word for it. I have much to learn. I am but a small little Padawan when it comes to these kind of creative builds. All right. This next up is great. I love this one. This is from Mooncake Engineer. I don't know if... I think I saw this on Twitter, and I was like, I saw this on Twitter, I think, and I was like, oh man, I can't wait to forget to add this to community highlights, but I actually didn't forget it. But I did find it on Reddit later. But so I'm not sure if this is like they've spawned the lizard doggos using mods, or if they actually collected this many, because I don't think there are this many lizard doggos on the entire map, but I might be wrong. So yeah, very cool. Making me really hungry looking at this, right? So many doggo burgers just running around. Oh boy, looks like a prison in there. Yeah, kind of. It's like cattle. So yeah, very nice, very cool. All right, next up is from Pranjalk 1995. Sausage Festival. Very nice. So this is a huge like tower of just producing iron ingots. All right, so it's making 960 iron ingots per minute, and it's also smelting the iron and making them. Okay, so very nice. I'm digging these like kind of like modular builds a lot. I think there's man, you guys are on it today. What was I talking about? Shit, you made me distracted, chat. I'm digging these kind of modular builds because I feel like they're easy to like extend, so long as you can like make the logistics side of it. I guess like from my point of view, I've always enjoyed it when you make modular builds and then like you're solving more of a logistic issue rather than like, I mean, what else would it be? I guess you're solving a logistic issue in the regular factory too, but like it's a bigger logistic issue if you're like making, you know, modular frames at one place and then you're like, I want to use that for another factory building over there. And you have to like solve that with trains or something like that. I don't know, but I think this is a really nice solution. I'm digging this a lot. So yes. Next up we have from SaddestCatEver. I'm so sorry that you're the saddest cat ever. There's always got to be one cat. One cat is always going to be the saddest cat. And it's this one. And this cat, in particular, made a lot of rubber. He said the line. So yeah, this is the completed recycled rubber factory with the sigh of relief. I love that little note. So this is hella tight. Very nicely done. The location! Yeah, I have to point out that this is also in the crater thingy. That fun fact, you guys, I don't know if you guys knew this, but not a lot of people build there. Only like every single person that has submit something to the community highlights. So it's very cool. Very tight, very neatly organized. I'm assuming this took a long time to make. Ergo, the comment that they're releasing a side of relief making this. So yes, very good, very nicely done. All right, you guys ready for this? The new meta, and I'm talking the new meta. Okay, I heard y'all like bridges. What about bridges that are like slanted? Okay, tilted bridges. That's where are we dropping? We're dropping at tilted bridges. Wow, this stream got absolutely out of hand. Shit. So yeah, series AK made this really cool tilted bridge with a bunch of pillars. Okay, sloped would be the correct name. I feel like this is more tilted because the entire thing is tilted. Even these, maybe it's not so obvious on this image, but like the entire thing, it's like actually it's like they made the bridge and then rotated it. Tilted sideways. Depends how you look at it, okay? If anything, this is pitched. It's a pitched bridge. Okay? If we're gonna be fucking technical about it, okay? It's more of a pitched bridge, okay? Anyways. And the train is yeah. No, it's a fucking seesaw bridge. That's what it is. It's gonna tip once the train passes over, okay? I don't know how they did it, but they managed to get it so that it's an actual seesaw bridge. take notes, everybody, okay? This is the new meta. Okay, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sorry. It's way out of hand, but I'm loving this. This is so good. It's a very cool British design. I also like these little like, what would you call this? Like frame. They kind of frame this bridge with like these little pillars here too, showing you what they look like. Very nice. I'm digging it. I said the line. Next up is from Shelky or Shalka. Shalka at Twitch, okay? They stream on YouTube. This is really clever. This is a lovely idea, yeah. I think this is so funny for two reasons. Not funny, but like, this is clever for two reasons. It's like, it's a flower, right? And they do the circular, which I've seen a lot of people do with the circular coal builds, where like they put the coal generators in a circle, right? The cool thing with this too is that this flower is gonna be smoking. It's gonna be smoking because of the fumes that are coming out the coal. So, and it's also on water too. Yeah. So it is a regular. Is it lilies that are on water, or am I thinking of something else? Tempted to place a space elevator inside? That would be, yeah, that's clever too. That could be an alternative take on it. So yeah, lotus, water lily. Yeah, water lily, yeah. But I guess this isn't a water lily, right? Because water lilies are just green and white, I think. Yeah. Finally, a flower that's complete. G's had to step up. Wow, shade was thrown today, everyone. Holy shit. Who would have thought? Anyways, man, I don't know how to close it off now with that shade thrown at us. We do so much for you guys, and all we get is shade. Can't believe it. All right, next up is from ShinoHarvest. I think Shino's made a couple of other boats. This is really cool. So this is the SIS Poseidon. Poseidon, I guess is how you pronounce it in English. Version 2. So I think we featured the first version on the thing that you're watching currently. So yeah, boat. Very nice. One nice detail that I wish I could have shown here, but it was unfortunately animated, so animation doesn't jive well with Google Docs. But ShinoHarvest had like a really cool detail where they put the fireworks on like a belt or something that's going, or a lift. And so it looks like it's like loading the fireworks into the cannons. Check out that Reddit post. It's really cool. So I thought that was a really nice touch. So very nicely done. Very nicely done. Next is from Toblerone. Toblerone. Wait, how do you pronounce that in English? It's just Toblerone, right? 05. Yeah, I just dig this picture. I don't know what it is. Industrial vibes. Got that fuel generator setup going on in the background. Yeah, just digging this. Toblerone. Oh. I love Toblerone. Yeah, it's good. It's good. Swiss cheese is Swiss cheese. Yeah, Toblerone is cheese. Right? You heard it here first, folks. Nailed it. Anyways. Yeah, it's a Swiss chocolate. I have to, but I think we've told this story before, but when we went to CERN, me and Jace had never had Swiss chocolate before. And like when you're taking, I can't remember if this is every flight to Swiss, but like Switzerland, but like whatever. The airline that flies from Switzerland and back, obviously, they do this thing where like when you're landing, they give you Swiss chocolate. And Swiss chocolate is really good in general. I just want to add hold to the stereotype, but it is actually true. I love Swiss chocolate. And Jace had never had Swiss chocolate before. So compared to Belgian chocolate, it's just okay. Wow. Shots were fired. They're both good, okay? But Jace was like, wow, this is fucking good. And like the first thing when we get off the flight is Jace is like fucking tunneling straight to the shop to buy more chocolate. Okay, that was like literally the first thing he did when we got off the flight, which is like head straight to the tax-free shop to buy more chocolate. So yeah, good times. Anyway, why were we talking about chocolate? Toblerone, got it. Really nice picture. I'm digging this vibe. It's just a great vibe. It gives me an idea that I kind of want to make for like a Instagram reel or something with like the fog and stuff. We'll see if that comes to fruition. We'll see. Next up is from Unreals TV. I mentioned before curves, right? Here they are in all their glory. So I'm digging these kind of things where people make like, they're using circular foundations, not that they exist in the game, but they're building circular thingies, curves, to make curves, right, at the factories. It really adds like a really nice touch to it, and it makes it feel less like, I don't know, because like when we introduced a lot of the cosmetic options in the game, one thing that we really wanted to get away from was the fact that like it's hard to get away from the blocky look of the factory buildings. So, and I think Unreal's really managed to like nail it on the head here with that sort of vibe here. It's really clever because they've got like the circular setup here. They still got the curve on the other side, so they get away from that. It's a lot of really good shapes here overall, and good framing of like the roof here too. So really, what I'm trying to say is this looks good. This looks good. So very nice. So this is like a train station setup, sort of. This is from the other side going in. So there's a bunch of train station setups. Very neat. I'm digging this a lot. So yes. How can I make this? So there are tutorials on the internet on how to do this. It's since update 5 we made it a lot easier. It's still not like perfect or anything, but it's significantly easier. But essentially you place, it sort of builds on the techniques that existed before, where you build from the center and then you build out and then you rotate the foundation to make it, essentially. There's a bunch of tutorials on the internet, on the YouTubes. Google on YouTube, circular foundations, Satisfactory. Update 5 too, because I feel like the tutorials that existed before Update 5 are kind of like dated now. So yeah. A lot of cool details here. Next up, we have from XBB1024, who made a, they refer to this as the Quartz Factory Precinct. So, yeah. I can get the vibe, though. I see where they're coming from. This is another view from it. Really cool, like, looking setup here. You got some little curve action happening here as well, kind of. I'm digging it. I'm just saying, I'm digging it. Quartz is something that's always like, who cares about quartz and silicon? That shit. Like, I just want to make turbo motors. Gotta give some love to the old Quartz factory as well, right? So yeah, very clean indeed. Yeah, it's a really clever build. Anything that like, because I can see how like it started off boxy and then you like add detail to it, and then they added like the street too. Overall, just a good build, I think. It's a nice location too. So yeah, nicely done, XBB. All right, we also have from yes please. I'm not holding back on the digging, that's for sure. So yeah, this is a really cool, like, little city almost. With so they've got a centralized storage situation going on here. It's a 6x7 or something like that. It's a pretty small space for their storage containers. But I just love how much is going on in this image. Like, there's a lot of factory buildings going on. It's a little city situation happening. Somehow they managed to get everything into the storage containers. I wonder if they're running like a sandwich layer where they got like all the conveyor belts going underneath. or yeah, how else they're solving it. Because there's not, you don't see a lot of, like, you see the lifts on the buildings, but you see very little, like, between buildings situation going on. So, like, I'm assuming there's, like, a sewer network underneath here going straight into the storage container somehow. You can see some of them going up here. Maybe there's even, like, some sorter system going on. I don't know. So, yeah. That's called a logistics layer. Oh, that's a fine... That's for the finer folks. For me, when I do it, it's a sewer system, okay? It's a sewer layer, if anything. It's where you tuck away. It's like when you do cable management, like just tuck it away, hide it. Don't ever show it. Lots of sushi bells, probably, yeah. Cable what? I actually did a ton of cable management, and it was the worst thing I've ever done in my entire life. So, but I'm stoked that I did it now. It looks a lot cleaner. All right, and speak of the devil, Meza. Last image is from Meza. Posted on Twitter. It's got this nice factory feel going, city feel going on with as well. Really cool. I'm digging when you're driving around in the trains and you're like looking around and seeing all the different shapes that's going on, and stuff like that. That was really nice. Damn. And I am in fact digging it. And the science, yeah. So really nice. When discussing cable mesh, is it secret? Is it safe? It's always secret and it's always safe. Very nice. So those were the community highlights for this week. A lot of cool stuff. I love that when I'm doing these like community highlights segments, and I'm like, usually what happens on Tuesday is like, I jump on the Reddit, I jump on the Twitter, and I'm like, all right, crack. Like, what's happening in the YouTube? What's happening in the community sphere? And it's so easy to like find shit. Like, I just go through the screenshots. Sorry. It's so easy finding stuff, right? We can edit this, right? Can I just redo this part? Okay, cool. All right, I'll do it in 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay. And it's so easy to like find stuff, because what I just do is I just go on Reddit and I just check out the screenshot flare, and there's just so many things to pick from. And then I just go on Twitter and then check out the Satisfactory hashtag, the hashtag Satisfactory screenshots, and I just find so many cool things. So there's never an abundance of cool things to share on this segment. So super stoked about that. All right, and we also do a shit. No, wait, we don't do it. That's not what wait, no, don't take that in context. I realized something. Wait, before we move into the next segment, I just gotta fix something real quickly. How are you guys doing? We can cut this out, right? Just cut this out. Nobody needs to see this. So how are you guys doing? Who doesn't do a shit every now and again? Yeah, it's true. It is true. So, sorry, I'm just messaging my dad real quick on Facebook. I knew I forgot something. It was like before the stream started, I had like 10 minutes where I just like, feel like I'm forgetting something. Anyways, all right. So we also like to highlight a content creator on the stream, and this week we want to highlight Phoenix Studios. So Phoenix Studios make kind of like, it's like a mix between like Let's Plays, but also kind of informative, like showing videos, like edited videos of what they're doing. And sometimes they do like smaller like tutorial kind of videos. So this is one of those videos where like they usually what they do is they set up a goal at the start of the video, like, oh, this is what we're gonna do today. We're gonna be fixing this thing, or we're gonna making this thing. And in this video, they're making more power, which you may or not have figured out from the thumbnail. So yeah, we're just gonna jump into that video, a little segment of that video, and we'll take it from there. If I can figure out how to switch the scenes. All right, here we go.
Okay, so our generators are gonna, the last two down here are just kind of going off and on. We're not getting enough fuel into those to actually make them go. And I'm not sure exactly why, because both of these together should be pumping out 80. So I don't really get it, but I think I need to get this machine kind of going here. So I'm just going to connect this wire right here and see what happens. So if we connect that to that, and we just blew a fuse. Okay, so that's not enough power between those two. Alright, so what if I come down here and we overclock this a little bit? Alright, so I think I found a problem. Looking at this, I was like, why is this idle? And the 3 polymer resin right here that it's making the 30, it's stacked up, and I couldn't figure out why. And I looked down here, and this wasn't going anywhere. So let me try this again here. We'll put that into that. Okay. How about now? Okay, now we're producing. Oh yeah, that fuel level is definitely going up. So here's something else I'm going to try to do. I'm actually going to up our production rate right here to that to 60. Okay, and we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, so we've overclocked the oil node to do 180. Both of these are now using 90 per minute, so that's using all the oil that it's bringing in, and we should be producing enough fuel now to kind of get a little bit of backwards mobility going here.
Yes, so that was a little snippet from one of their videos, and it's a really nice series. There's a bunch of videos from this, so I highly recommend checking it out. Check them out, and you do that by using the command cc highlight if you want to check them out. And whoops. Just want to make sure that actually went where it was supposed to go, which it did. So cool, awesome, Snow. You did your job for once. So yeah, do give them a lot. And yeah, I was gonna say too, like, whoever hasn't done this exact thing, you're lying. Okay, like, who hasn't been like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this producing the thing? And they're like, oh, there's a belt missing, or oh shit, I pulled the belt in the wrong direction, or you know. We've all been there, okay? Just say it. All right. It's very relatable, yeah, for sure. I also love the, let me try if this and this works. Pulls wire and then just immediately just crashes. Also, happened to every single one in chat. All right. Unless you're playing a better game, which you should. I'm just kidding. All right, there we go. We managed to survive the community highlights from all the danger that is coming from. I don't know where I was going with that bit.